It's time for an Out and About with Jamie Grout podcast video, and with me is Brian Healy, who is with the Jasper County Museum, but more importantly, he's trying to raise funds for a steam engine. And Brian, tell us a little bit about the steam engine and the history of the steam engine.
The Jasper County Museum is the owner and operator of a 1923 Minneapolis traction engine, and it has been in the museum's collection since 1997. And the museum has made the decision to operate this machine and to present it as an operating artifact to the community. And the engine has a long history in Jasper County, and since 1997 with the Jasper County Museum. It appears in 4th of July parades every year and in a local antique power show in Marshalltown, and we've also had it in parades in Mitchellville and Colfax.
And it started out in your family. Your grandfather had it, right?
Yeah, my grandfather acquired it in 1936. The engine was built in 1923, so it was already 13 years old when he got it. And he used it on the farm for 22 years, doing farm work, also doing land clearing and lumber sawing. It was the prime mover for a sawmill that was on the farm that produced construction lumber for out of native logs that they cleared off of the farmland when they were opening up virgin timber on the Skunk River bottom.
Yeah. How much did your grandfather buy it for anyway?
It was in the middle of the Depression, and my grandfather was very happy to inform us that he paid the sum total of $60 for that steam engine. Mm-hmm. They're probably, you could, if you were to buy them today, there is a hobby that supports their operation, and they bring from $70,000 to $120,000 for the guys that are enthusiasts and will run them. It's not a giant hobby, but it's a lot of fun.
Now, but right off the factory, it was pretty expensive back then. I mean, it was during the Depression, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was 1923, and it was actually before the Depression. But these things were not cheap. They were from $4,000 to $7,000 to purchase, and a single farmer would not normally own a steam engine for his own operation unless he had a big operation. And my grandfather happened to have a fairly significant and prosperous farm on the river bottom, and he did own the thing outright, and he used it to thresh oats. I know of for sure. Wheat also, I think, because I know he grew wheat for both himself and the neighbors.
But it's fallen into some disrepair, and you're trying to raise funds for it, correct?
After 103 years, the boiler has developed tiny pits in the plate. And each one of these little pits is thin at the bottom and is a potential pinhole leak. During a maintenance run last fall, we caught the first one. We saw a little tiny leak coming from the pressure vessel. And this is different from all the other little fizzies and drippies that come from the piping. This one came from the vessel, and we knew that it had to go to the shop. And so we hauled it to Des Moines. We canceled our second annual appearance at Thomas Mitchell Days in Mitchellville, and instead we asked Landis Cooperative to haul us to Des Moines, to Capital City Boiler and Machine, where she is today. And the repair has been to remove the deteriorated metal from the bottom of the boiler, and to replace it with new metal, and then to put everything back together. But it's all riveted. The repair is being done by modern welding techniques. It'll look the same, but it's a very significant repair job in a specialty shop, and we got to raise $40,000.
Wow. Okay. Before we go any further, you have some pictures that you want to show us of the steam engine. I'm going to turn the camera around. We can show those. Why don't you go ahead and explain? You've got two different pictures, one of your grandfather and one more recent. Why don't you show us that and explain? Go ahead,
Well,
Brian.
the one on the left is the oldest known photograph that we have of this engine, and the man standing next to the bull wheel on it is my grandfather, John Healy. He bought this engine in 1936. We have a film in the collection of the Jasper County Museum that puts this steam engine in a parade in Newton as early as 1940. So the film in 1940 shows some repaired features that exist on this steam engine today that were not in the photograph on the left that was taken earlier. So we are confident that this photograph on the left was taken sometime between 1936 and 1940. The picture on the right is the same steam engine here at the Jasper County Museum. It was taken about 10 years ago, and Jamie Pearson was here to document it for a newspaper article, and we decided to try to pose it as close as we could to the old photograph that we had. So the picture on the right is me standing next to the same steam engine in the same pose as close as we could get it and as close to the same costumes as we could make. You'll find that the photo on the right shows a water tank on the front and some repaired sheet metal on the roof that are different from the view on the picture on the left. So that's how, along with the 1940 movie, we know that this picture on the left was between 1936 and 1940.
Wow, that is fantastic. That is really, really neat. Okay, well now you can see what it looks like, and it's quite a machine. It really, really is, and it's something to be proud of. And I know that Brian, you're trying to raise funds for this. I'm going to turn the camera back around on, and by golly, it'd be nice to see that in the 4th of July parade again this year for our 250th. And you're trying to raise funds, and you said there's a GoFundMe page that's going on. Tell us about that.
Yeah, we've got a $40,000. Well, the bill from the boiler shop is $38,700, and so we are trying to raise $40,000 to repair the machine and to fund a dedicated, a restricted fund for the maintenance and operation of the machine. We've set up a GoFundMe. Which is an easy, frictionless website that can accept donations in any amount for this project. To get there, you point any web browser to GoFundMe, and they'll instantly recognize it and take you to the homepage. And then the name of the fundraiser on the GoFundMe site is Save Historic 1923 Steam Engine. And by the time you type in the first two words, GoFundMe will be able to pick up which one it is, and it will probably present ours at the top. Then the process is easy and doesn't take very long, and it'll do a great deal of good. So we've got the GoFundMe. We can also take checks in any amount, and if you were able to help us with a check, you can send it directly to the Jasper County Museum at either Jasper County Historical Society or Jasper County Museum at P.O. Box 834, Newton, Iowa, 50208. And those funds will go direct to its maintenance and repair fund, and will save the 3.2% fundraiser's fee. We have an exciting announcement that we have an angel donor who has offered a $20,000 challenge grant to the community. And if from the community we are able to raise $20,000, our donor will make up the rest with a $20,000 gift to complete our $40,000 challenge. And we'll be able to get this bill paid and hopefully get her back for the America's 250th in July.
What's the name for that? You came up with a name for that.
Oh, it's
It's
semi-quincentennial.
Semi-quincentennial.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's 250 years.
Yeah, that'd be great. Well, that'd be fantastic. So see what you can do to try to help out and get this steam engine going to the parade again for the 4th of July in Newton. Brian, thank you very much. Always a pleasure.
Yeah.
We go back community theater ties here many years ago. And good luck with that. I know this is badge of honor, pride in your family, and pride for the community to have that going again. So do what you can to, as I say, to help out with this. That's going to wrap it up for this edition of Out and About with Jamie Grout's podcast video. Till next time, Grout is out. See ya.